The thoughts, views, and comments expressed by Sidebar, its guests, callers, and advisors are not necessarily those of the management, ownership, or production unit of ILS Verizon Media Group. Sidebar, a 103.5 The Beat podcast, is a production of ILTV Studios and may not be reproduced or represented, in part or in its entirety, without the express written consent of Verizon Media Group. Sidebar is the intellectual property of Verizon Media Group. Copyright 2024. All rights reserved.
Welcome to Sidebar, 103 The Beat podcast, powered by ILTV. I'm Stephen Hanna, and today we're in a slightly different environment. I guess you can call this the dungeon that we're in. But yeah, man, because I mean the lighting. We're
consensual dungeon.
Right, yes. The lighting is a work in progress, right? But today I have with me Dr. Dontae Jacobs.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for having me.
Medical specialist.
Oh,
I mean, you are right.
And there's a specialty there.
Right.
But if you want to give the tagline, yes, I'm a family medicine specialist and preventive medicine and functional medicine specialist.
So I know that a lot of
and superhero
and superhero. That's all right. But I know a lot of the stuff that you post online, like it's a lot of health and wellness stuff, and I would say recently, but then it's also more as I've known you. You've been doing a lot of work in like the fitness arena and stuff, right? And that's a big thing now. So what I wanted to talk to you today about was general health, right? But particularly when it comes to men.
All right.
Right? So what is the most important thing or most concerning thing that men should be looking out for versus the thing that they are actually looking out for as it comes to health?
Well, thank you for having me, first off. I always want to ask you, where did the owl come from? That one is like, it's just also, that's when they see the owl, we can talk about that later.
Yeah,
but that's a whole other episode.
Right.
So what's the most, I guess, glaring thing for Bahamian men? Well, I'll put it to you like this. There was a survey that the Bahamas did. It's called a STEP survey. And it was done like in two separate times, 2009, 2015. Basically, we are the sixth highest level of obesity in the world. Okay? The Bahamas. The Bahamas, 700 Islands and Keys, right?
We're doing it, guys.
Number 6.
We're doing it, guys.
Yeah. Top level. Number 6 of obesity. And in the percentages from men to women, according to the STEP survey, men had a higher percentage of being obese. And particularly around the ages of 35 and up. Right? So we're getting more closer to like the middle-aged man. But particularly the most important or glaring problem I see with us Bahamian men is the lack of attention to our bodies. We are the one gender or genre of people that put our health on the back burner. So
because life is so much life. You're busy.
Right. Life be lifing, but you see, that's all fine and dandy until you get that boo, and now you come into my office saying, "Lord, take me now. I can't move." But really, in actuality, you really could have prevented this just by coming and doing your regular checkups. And the issue is that we don't find it important as men, from what I've seen.
Right.
We'll come to the doctor with one leg hanging off. That's when you see the man come in the office. When he almost to the gate of heaven, he will come and see me and ask me to fix everything.
Let me ask you the question, right? Because I think that for a lot of persons, I mean, if we're being honest, it's some dudes who never buy their own jockey, right?
True.
They only buy their jockey until they get married or they get a girlfriend.
Right.
And then she buy their jockey.
Right.
And in between, they just wear the same holy jockey. They never had to actually buy their own jockey.
Right.
They wouldn't know where to buy their jockey from. All right? So I would assume that there are also people who they've never had to make a doctor's appointment. They don't know when they're supposed to come in or when they should come in. And so in their mind, they might think, if I go in for what? because a cough,
Right.
or ain't nothing wrong with me.
Right.
So what are going in for? Like, when should persons seek medical? I'm going to say
Medical attention.
attention as opposed or advice.
Great question. So we're talking about essentially annuals, like from the time that you hit the legal age to drink, you should be trying to get a checkup. So 18 in the country, 16 if you're with your uncle, that one uncle at the party, you know, who partying, you should be trying to get attention from that time. Why is that? Because we miss family history connections to the most common chronic medical diseases. So like hypertension, diabetes, high cholesterol, obesity, which is a disease. These things start to affect us way earlier than when we hit the 35 and up range that I talked about earlier. So really men should be getting, and women should be getting checkups very early. I would say, you know, about 18 and up, they should start doing an annual physical. But back to your question about why men particularly is, and why we focus so much on the back end, is that even in healthcare, there's not that much attention on us, Bahamians, Black men, I should say, more than any other genre. Like, we're kind of one of the lowest percentage of people who come in to get their screening test for colon cancer. Right. We have the highest mortality rate of deaths when we're talking about those serious things. And that's a direct link to the lack of attention we give ourselves medically.
Yeah, but like something like colon cancer, right?
Yeah.
And I do know, I mean, I don't keep a running list, but I know that there are certain diseases, particularly when it comes to cancer, that we suffer from. I don't know if it's related to the BRCA genes, but I know prostate cancer is one, and I know colorectal cancer is another high one inside the country, right? Because of all these various things, as a regular dude, what are you supposed to do? You're just supposed to walk up in the door and say, hey, check a bungie out. I don't know what's going on. You know what I'm saying? Like, what is
we're getting there.
Like, what is, or does this all come as a part of, if you're having a regular conversation with your doctor, you're having annual physicals, that this thing comes up organically?
I got you. And that's a good question, right? Because that particular part you're talking about, colon cancer and prostate cancer, are the two most sensitive conversations you gotta have with a Bahamian man, okay? Because of the taboo and the myths that go along with it. And so it's really, it's a lot on the doctor, the right doctor, to find that communication to talk to patients. And for me, for what I do, I pride myself on making that level of communication as comfortable as possible. Right. So if the brethren if my one brethren who, you know what it is, he ain't really into all of that, and he come to my office, we have a talk. It's like, look, boss, let me tell you straight up, okay? At your age, we gotta check that stool for blood. Now, to do that, I don't need you to do nothing to compromise yourself. You still a man. Yeah. But I gotta ensure that you here for you, your son, your mommy, your Grammy. We gotta do this for your benefit. It don't serve me anything. And particularly, I would say the biggest misconception is what those tests entail, because it's not what people think. All right. For example, prostate check, right? That's the big one. But ain't nobody put no finger in my head. Okay, now ain't happening, bro. But the recent studies, and studies actually been on for like 5 years now, show that a digital rectal exam is not even recommended anymore as the first step, okay? It's literally a blood test. So you don't even need to do it. But people, because of whatever, social media, right, they put that taboo.
The sitcoms in the 90s.
Exactly. So that's what they're going into and growing and say, but ain't nobody touching my head, my man, I can let it. And unfortunately, some people that really need it suffer those consequences by not getting it in time. Because the whole point of these tests are for early detection of cancer. Colon cancer, prostate cancer, breast. That's what these tests are for, okay? It's not for you to spend up your dollars. It's not for us to make you uncomfortable, make you painful. It's for the reason of, if we catch it early, we can treat it early.
All right, awesome. So we are going to take a quick break.
All right.
I had to look at the producer.
Got you.
They're in the darkness.
Right.
This is one of the things when you have one light in the room.
Yeah.
But
Sure.
When we come back, we're going to talk some more about health and medicine. This is Sidebar 103 to Be podcast, powered by ILTV. I'm Stephen Hanna. We'll be right back after this.
Hello, ambitious women. Are you ready to take your business to the next level? This is your chance to shine. I'm Adriana Fox, co-founder of the Fox Foundation.
And I'm Adriel Fox, legacy advocate of the Fox Foundation.
We're thrilled to announce the second annual Women's Entrepreneurship Episode Grant Initiative, created to empower and support women like you who are making waves in the business world.
This year, we're offering $75,000 in grants to female entrepreneurs with innovative business ideas in undersaturated markets and industries that have yet to reach their full potential. Our top 3 prizes are $25,000 for first place, $20,000 for second place, and $15,000 for third place. In addition, 7 runner-ups will receive $2,000.
We encourage businesses such as those in digital markets like web innovations, AI-driven service, niche e-commerce, or emerging industries such as green technologies, health tech, cultural tourism, and personalized educational platform. Whether you're launching a startup, scaling your business, or tackling that big idea that needs a financial boost, this grant is for you. Last year, we funded 10 incredible entrepreneurs, and this year, it could be you.
Imagine what you could achieve with the funding to grow your dreams.
Apply now and join a powerful community of women entrepreneurs leading the way. Applications are open from January 31st to February 28th. Don't wait. Visit our website for more information. This is your opportunity to break into a growing market and make an impact. Apply today and let's build a future of unstoppable women entrepreneurs together.
Who are the boss for dancer?
International events and production. Alive, Bahamas Air, Everybody Wins Live, and Field of Vibes Bahamas Weekend presents
the Evolution Concert on Saturday, March 29th at Clifford Park, featuring Vibes Cartel and Friends.
Bahamas, Nassau. Where is this Saturday the 29th of March?
It's one of the biggest events to hit the shores of Nassau, Bahamas.
Get ready for Adi the Teacher, the Dancehall King, aka the World Boss, Vibes Cartel.
Real bad man, no muggle in a shot.
Log into our official airline Bahamas Air for travel specials. It gets better. We're also giving away a brand new Cybertruck.
And up to $50,000 in cash and prizes at the concert. Compliments of Everybody Wins Live.
Log into our website, feelthevibesweekend.com.
For tickets, tables, skyboxes, and more info.
Visit Ticket Flair or email intlevents242@gmail.com.
WhatsApp or call 1242-808-2369.
I remember Cartel I go did it.
Welcome back to Sidebar 103 The B podcast, powered by ILTV. I'm Stephen Hanna, and today I have with me Dr. Dontae Jacobs, general health practitioner and such. And we are talking.
We're gonna get it right.
Right. We're talking about
Sorry.
Health and men's health in particular.
Mm-hmm.
BodyTemple is your brand online,
Mm-hmm.
right? So how did that get started?
So, so basically, it came from my own personal journey. BodyTemple was basically my growth from battling with obesity, basically most of my teenage years and into adulthood, and then finally hitting that fork in the road where it was like, put up or shut up. And basically, it's based around this patient I had. So I was following the patient like I normally do, talking to him about his condition. He was obese, he had pressure, he had diabetes. So I given him the talk, feel like I'm giving it to him. Great too, all the points. And then it's like, all right, so what are you gonna do about it, sir? And he just looked at me. He's like up and down. He's like, well, man, how you want me listen to you and you fight like this too, King? Like, like how you can listen to you, dog? And I was like, I had to pick my face off the floor first, but I really thought about that and I was like, you know what? He's right. It's like, how many healthcare professionals are given this rhetoric to be healthy, but they're not healthy themselves? Yeah. So I made a bet with him. I told him 30 days, everything I told you to do, I'm going to do it too. Come back in 30 days. I guarantee you'll see a better person. I did the 30 days with him. He didn't show up. We did another 30 days with him. He walked past me 3 times. He's like, "Where Dr. Jacobs?" He couldn't recognize me. I had lost like 30 pounds. And from that day on, it became, all right, this is what I have to do with everybody. I have to practice what I preach. And that's what the focus of my practice is been that giving them the tools and foundation to take control of their health.
Yeah. So the thing is, a lot of times you'll have persons, something happens and they want to get healthy. Right. But then they dive in it like they got that new Christian smell where it's like you go ham and it's like you running it too deep. Yeah. It's like there's a reason why Paul is like, hey, don't let people who just get say a preach because they just run out. Right. I tell you a lot of times see people they in the gym, they killing it or whatever, and then something happens or whatever. What is the level of I guess trying that you would recommend to somebody so that they could get their foot wet, but at the same time not overdo it to the point where they break.
You burn out your wick. Yeah.
Right.
It's like a candle burning too fast. Yeah. You know. That's a great question. And literally, for me, I literally give them the same format I had. Mini goals. You have to set tiny goals for yourself, not lofty. People want to go from 0 to 100. They say, all right, I need to lose 50 pounds by March because, I got to get my bikini on. That's where you start to have trouble because as soon as you hit the first obstacle and fail, now you have a snowball effect of, all right, I can't do this, so I can't do that, I can't do that. So I thrown it away. I'll do it next year. Right. And that's what happens. So tiny goals. So I'll tell somebody like, hey, if you want to hit this target, we're going to shoot for 1 pound a week. Just 1 pound. You only need to lose 1 pound. And we'll do 3 movements. That's it. I want you to do those 3 movements until you're comfortable. Once you do that, we progress. And we literally use those kind of stepwise system to try to build the mindset first and then the physical. Because a lot of people think that, oh yeah, I can just do this. I just got to do it. No, it's a lot of mental fortitude that you have to bring to the table to be able to achieve your goals in life. And BodyTemple mindset is literally that is, I understand that I can do this, but I need a framework of thinking first to achieve this. So that's really the core of it with BodyTemple. And for me, that whole since you brought up spiritual, don't you know that your body's the temple of the Lord? That's literally where the name came from. Okay. So understanding your framework of what's the higher power that you need to get things done.
Yeah. So for persons, I mean, it's only so much hours in the day.
Facts.
So people are like, "Wait, I don't got the time, to do all this different stuff. I got the time to go to the gym. I got the time." What's the recommendation for those persons? And then we get to the point of getting out of, I guess, habits that are difficult to get out of.
Well, I put it to you like this. How much time you take to eat lunch?
Me personally?
Yeah, you.
I mean, that's a difficult question.
That's difficult?
That's a difficult question. What is lunch?
Oh,
what is lunch?
Okay.
But,
what is lunch for me?
All right.
Average.
Let's say an hour.
Okay. So I could give you an hour workout that will allow you to put out 40% of cardiac output, basically what you need to help burn fat. Or I could give you a 10-minute workout that will give you 100% output to burn 80% of fat. You see, it's a lot about time management. That's the biggest problem with 24 hours a day thing. Nobody have time. But the point is you got to make time for what's a priority in your life. You understand? We invest so much in so many things: the house, the car, the family, the new chain. But we don't invest time in our health. And that is the biggest message that I try to tell all my patients and clients, is that you have to make time for your body to improve. You have to make time for your mind to improve. So as little as 30 minutes a day, CDC recommends that you do 150 minutes a week, which is broken down to 30 minutes, 5 days a week. So literally, you could take half of your lunch break and you could crank out a good workout, get that body ready to roll, to jump back in and do what you got to do. That's all you really need, realistically. But of course, it takes maneuvering.
Right.
So,
I mean, but people will tell you that abs are made in the kitchen, not the gym. Right. So there's that part. I mean, the question is,
though, like, who wants abs?
That's how I feel sometimes, right? But the question is, okay, I want to ask, like, which one is more important? Is it the diet or the exercise? But I imagine that it's a combination of both, and it's just starting where you can.
Yeah, it's really, it depends on the person. Like, that's why I said, who really wants that? Some people, the skinny guy wants to bulk up. The big guy wants to cut down. The brittle guy wants to be stronger. It's really tailored to what you're looking for. And that's, personal trainers will create programs for you to tailor what you want. So if you wanted to get stronger, we have a program that'll work for you. If you really want to get ripped, then the abs are important to you, then nutrition is going to play a huge part of that, right?
Right.
So it all really depends. But I tell people, you need to define what health means to you first. What people think healthy is usually not the case. Because I have people who are athletes. I'm talking about chiseled, veins on veins,
Right.
on cholesterol medication, on hypertension meds, got a cardiac bypass surgery. These are ripped people. Why are they getting sick? Right? Are they healthy? Are they more healthy than the big person that has no cholesterol medication? So we have to define what that means first for the person, and then we start to build from there.
Right.
I don't need everybody to have a six-pack. I need everybody to understand what their conditions are and how can they control that to better their life for theirs and their family. That's all I really care about.
So for you, in your experience, based
Yeah.
on what you see, particularly in the Bahamas, what is the most harmful thing that people are doing to themselves? I wouldn't, from a medical standpoint.
Nutrition, the diet. Our diet, that Sunday meal, that peas and rice, that plantain, that fried fish and chicken and pork and macaroni, to where your plate is a mountain like Mount Everest.
Where y'all eating?
That is the problem, okay? I don't know about you, right? I had a Grammy, okay? And Grammy liked to cook, and we was raised on Sunday after church, you get that meal, and then you sleeping for 2 days afterwards, okay? But for people, that's like every second day of the week, okay? And that by far is the biggest problem. I'll tell you. So, and this is not just the Bahamas, this is worldwide, okay? You familiar with the food pyramid?
Yes.
So like the one in the school,
the incorrect one.
Exactly. So they taught us that pyramid where the biggest serving that they should be bread, rice, pasta. And that was the biggest trend in statistics of obesity worldwide, but more on Western populations like America.
Yeah, because we the ones who had to post this.
Boom. And who had access to all of that food coming from the U.S.? The Bahamas.
Right.
So we eating that cereal every day. You gotta have your breakfast. You can't have a breakfast, you're not healthy, right?
Right.
And so they peddled that, and unfortunately we took the brunt of it with still using it today.
Right. You got to look at whoever is sponsoring the studies as a part of, because like
you got it.
There's a study that people are quoting where they're like, oh, men need a certain amount of time together with other men, all right? And then the suggestion is hanging out at the bar is healthy, sponsored by alcohol company.
Oh yeah.
Or the fact that drinking at least a glass of wine a day is as healthy for your
cardiovascular health. Yeah.
Once it gets sponsored by the alcohol companies. And so it's like,
facts.
When we find out that the corn industry and the dairy industry and the beef industry are sponsoring these various different research, is like, of course they're going to say that stuff. But I mean, some things are then difficult to unlearn because they have a special place in our heart from a
cultural aspect. Right. That's what I'm saying.
So like, you remember your grandma pizza rice and you're saying, no, we used to do this. What's the middle?
I'll put it like this. I ain't saying you can't eat Grammy plate now.
Right.
I'm saying, what's the portion sizes of grandma's food on your plate? You can't have 4 servings of peas and rice.
You think something wrong with it?
Oh yeah. Well, Grammy, tell Grammy, I had to get her diabetes medication. I don't want to take medication, so I gotta slay off the peas and rice. That's the reality of it. Because now you gotta take Grammy to see me in the office, and you wondering why her stuff not getting better, why is it not improving? But we eating the same food every Sunday. We're not exercising. We're not getting enough sleep. We're dealing with stresses that we're dealing with and not knowing how to manage it. So all of those factors, right, we add would be risk factors for her condition. And so that's really the core. And that's why as a family medicine doctor, but specializing in preventative care, it's so important that we target that just as much as we target the medication I would give her for hypertension or diabetes. We have to get to the point where this is starting from, which is what are you putting in your body? What are you doing with your body? All right. Once we can really focus on that and promote that, we can lower all of the current problems that we're dealing with in our healthcare system. Okay. And so Grammy, let's tweak it a little bit. I give you an example right now. Like, okay, the peas and rice. We love peas and rice. I dare you to try, instead of your Mahatma parboil, let's try some brown rice.
Mahatma also makes brown rice.
Oh wait, I was sponsored by Mahatma. I'm sorry.
We're not yet. I just want to
I'm sorry.
I don't want ACH Rich to be like, hey,
it's anybody.
Yes,
but the people I know, the main people that don't rock with Bahamas, so I had to call you out. Yeah. But instead of parboil, let's try brown rice. You know, whole wheat. It burns slow in your body, gives you a less glucose spike in your bloodstream. It's usual. You can use jasmine rice, right? You can use that as an alternative. And do 1 cup size, just 1 cup. Take it, put it in there, put it to the side. Boom. Get your veggies and whatnot, put that on half your plate, and then take whatever meat you have, put that in the corner. Boom. That's it. Just try it one time.
I don't think I've ever had a person who cooks peas and rice use brown rice, but I think also brown rice I wouldn't say a curveball, but it's a slightly different. You gotta soak it ahead of time.
It's hard.
That's what if you do it incorrectly, you have to follow the instructions. The Bahamians don't follow the instructions.
But
on the back end, it's like, hey, listen, soak this boy for an hour before you go to cook it, and then it's gonna be easier to cook. You can't just throw it in like parboiled rice. Mm-hmm. But when we come back, I want to talk a little bit more about traditional medicine and all that good stuff. Right. We're gonna take a quick break. You're watching and listening to Sidebar, 103 The Beat podcast, powered by ILTV. I'm Stephen Hanna. We'll be right back after this.
Hello, ambitious women. Are you ready to take your business to the next level? This is your chance to shine. I'm Adriana Fox, co-founder of the Fox Foundation.
And I'm Adriel Fox, legacy advocate of the Fox Foundation.
We're thrilled to announce the 2nd annual Women's Entrepreneurship Episode Grant Initiative, created to empower and support women like you who are making waves in the business world.
This year, we're offering $75,000 in grants to female entrepreneurs with innovative business ideas in undersaturated markets and industries that have yet to reach their full potential. Our top 3 prizes are $25,000 for first place, $20,000 for second place, and $15,000 for third place. In addition, 7 runner-ups will receive $2,000.
We encourage businesses such as those in digital markets like web innovations, AI-driven service, niche e-commerce, or emerging industries such as green technologies, health tech, cultural tourism, and personalized educational platform. Whether you're launching a startup, scaling your business, or tackling that big idea that needs a financial boost, this grant is for you. Last year, we funded 10 incredible entrepreneurs, and this year, it could be you.
Imagine what you could achieve with the funding to grow your dreams.
Apply now and join a powerful community of women entrepreneurs leading the way. Applications are open from January 31st to February 28th. Don't wait. Visit our website for more information. This is your opportunity to break into a growing market and make an impact. Apply today and let's build a future of unstoppable women entrepreneurs together.
Who are the boss for dancer?
International events and production, Alive, Bahamas Air, Everybody Wins Live, and Field of Vibes Bahamas Weekend presents
the Evolution Concert on Saturday, March 29th at Clifford Park, featuring Vibes Cartel and Friends.
Bahamas, Nassau, where is Saturday the 29th of March?
It's one of the biggest events to hit the shores of Nassau, Bahamas.
Get ready for Addy the Teacher, the Dancehall King, aka the World Boss, Vibes Cartel.
Real bad man, no muggle in a shot.
Log into our our official airline Bahamas Air for travel specials. It gets better. We're also giving away a brand new Cybertruck.
And up to $50,000 in cash and prizes at the concert. Compliments of Everybody Wins Live.
Log into our website, feelthevibesweekend.com.
For tickets, tables, skyboxes, and more info.
Visit Ticket Flare or email intlevents242@gmail.com.
WhatsApp or call 1242-808-2369.
I remember Cartel I go did it.
Welcome back to Sidebar 103 The B podcast, powered by ILTV. I'm Stephen Hanna. And Dr. Jacobs.
Yes.
Yes. All right. So we're talking about health in the general behavior context, but also as pertains to men. And what I wanted to ask you is about, I want to say traditional medicine. All right. There was this thing that I wanted to do, right? But I don't know how the medical system works in the Bahamas. Because I know, like in the States, you could go and you'd be like, all right, let people go get their testosterone tested, right? And then figure out if they need to up certain different things or whatever to adjust. The bodybuilders and athletes do all this type of stuff, whatever, right? I don't know how that works in the Bahamas. I feel like doctors like, hey, you got gunshot wounds that we worried about. You try to test that. But the reason why I was wondering it, because all these things affect your performance in the gym and other places, but in the gym, right? You have these supplements that people take to help your body naturally produce more testosterone or unnaturally, whichever one, right? But then you also have things like bush medicine where people will be like, oh, well, this is effective in doing different things, right? As a doctor, thoughts. I'm just leaving blank. Thoughts.
What are my thoughts? So, again, before BodyTemple journey, I was the textbook guy. Like, no, it's not in the book, so it's not right to use. Don't touch it. But in my experience and understanding that all medicines start from somewhere, I have explored and enlightened what I understand now about certain herbal remedies.
Right.
Now, when we say bush medicine, that could mean a lot of different things, right? But the reality is there is some benefit that now is being researched, evidence-based research that's showing benefit. All right. But particularly talking about testosterone, to answer your question, there are labs that test it. I have tested myself. I know what my testosterone is. And that's important to know as you get older, particularly the same age bracket again, 35 and up. 35 and up, all testosterone levels starts to drop for all men. No way around it. And testosterone is important. People just think, oh, steroids, anabolics, when you hear testosterone. But we naturally make testosterone because it affects, like you said, physical muscle mass. It affects brain function. It affects performance in all the right areas.
In all the
right? In all the rooms. And so, yeah, you want to pay attention to that, right? But like you said, although TRT, which is testosterone replacement therapy, is being utilized in some places in America and stuff like that, it's so many other options before you get to that point. Personally, I wouldn't entertain that unless you were extremely low. If you were trying to maybe have children, let's say that was a part of something and reasoning why it's low, you have a condition. But if we just talk about the average guy, the Bahamian, listen, nothing beats exercise.
I thought you were going to say Scotch come. Continue though. I was with you. Are you going
to start exercising and get some nutrition? That's about part. No, but exercise, bro, like, I swear, like, it's so beneficial in so many ways. Like, they keep finding more and more and more things. And there's a study that literally was done with same age bracket, 35 to, I think, 60, where they watched them over, like, a year and a half of putting them on a strict exercise regimen and a meal plan. And testosterone levels almost doubled for some of them. Okay, just on that alone. Okay. And so literally stressing that, I can't stress it more than enough. Like, and not just any exercise, it's strength training. You have to put your muscles in stress, like lifting heavy, to actually reverb those sex hormones.
That and squats.
So yeah, so squatting heavy, lifting heavy, like just basically hitting your max and pushing the tension for the body to now react and create, because that's how we get bone growth, that's how we get hypertrophy with our muscles. But outside of that, like you said, other things that you do nutrition wise. So these two big things are right now, herbal wise. I'll give you one. Tonga Ali. You ever heard of that?
Yeah.
So
I've listened to Joe Rogan before.
Oh, okay. So yeah, Joe Rogan is big. Joe Rogan is big on the Tonga Ali and also red ginseng.
Okay. And then what is the new one now? Shinjit. The black.
Yeah, I think I know. I thought he was gonna say ashwagandha. That's no. But I think I know which one you're talking about. I haven't seen any articles on that yet, but there are articles on Tonga Ali as well as red ginseng that has shown some benefit in improving testosterone level.
Right.
So literally, if you just took that supplement, let's say you did it for 30 days or what have you, there is some studies that say that it could bump up from that.
So this is my thing, right?
But that ain't what you want to ask me, though.
No, I asked you as a Bahamian, right? So what happened is, for years and years and years, decades, centuries, millennia, people out here are killing rhinoceros, grinding up rhinoceros horns, taking
now we get into it,
right? But and they're trying to figure out, how do I get this magical elixir, right?
Yeah.
Now we see where people are saying, okay, if you take this while you working out, this is going to improve your performance in the gym. Literally.
Working out or working out the other place?
No, I mean like working out, like the Tonga, because at the end of the day, it's testosterone. Right. Now you can use testosterone in the bedroom, or you can use it in the gym.
Well, that's the thing. See, the misconception is that you need testosterone to perform in the bedroom, and it's actually not the case. All you need is something to dilate your vessels. So that's a little different.
That's like
you see,
Coke soda. Then. Just need it.
For most of my brethren, they go to that one gas station, give them that rhinoceros picture on the wall, and then boom, they're going. But go ahead. You were gonna say something.
Right.
I thought that's what you were gonna get to.
No. I actually want to talk about the testosterone for the gym, right?
Yes. Okay.
So if we saying like things like Tonga Ali can improve your testosterone, right? And 50 years ago, somebody said that on TV, people be like, sure, buddy, right?
Yeah.
And they're like, and some people believe them, but most people medical professionals be like, nah, that ain't a thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
But that's a bush somewhere. We have bushes over here that people like, the love vine and I forget the other ones. All the ones in the 21 gun salute, right?
Right.
I would like
to
go like, all right, check my blood now, doc. Tell me what my testosterone level is. Go work out like that. Raw, basic, nothing.
Right.
Then I just freebasing 21 gun salute for a month, right?
So you literally
to go in the gym and then test out to see if there's any improvement in performance or anything. That's where I really want to go.
If you want to take and be a case study for this, I am willing to be your liaison and track track your results. I listen. I'm all for it because it's an avenue that's not being tapped.
Hey man, the worst thing that could happen is it's all a fluke. That's the worst thing. Best case scenario, we have a whole new market because, bro, have you been to a supplement store now? Like you say, ashwagandha. Bro, they throwing ashwagandha in every day.
Big business.
Right? And so it's like, now imagine if somebody say, "Babe, all the bush on the side of the road, on Blue Road, the people are just mowing down. People in foreign willing to pay $50 a pound for that." That's a whole new business. But somebody got to actually test it to see if it actually worked in that regard.
I'm with you. If you're willing to, put your life there.
I'm willing. I don't think it's a life situation.
I mean,
it's just bush tea.
That's what they all say until.
I mean, listen, nobody ever died from drinking Cersei. That's how I feel.
I feel, and
that's anecdotal. I don't know. That's anecdotal.
And that's how we get to the first introduction into my office. My dog, wait, this bushman I've been doing forever, man. That's what he live on. What you can tell me change that now? And he'd be like, well, it didn't work for those 5 years.
How difficult is it for you to get people to not self-medicate in that regard? Because I question it because once again, things are just things, right? I can't blame the bush medicine if it didn't work the way that you tried to use it off brand. Because like noni, I remember when everybody was on that noni, but they don't realize that noni increase your blood pressure. All right, and so it's not a
And
magical
also
thing
could
to
affect
take
your
everything.
liver function too, but
Right, and that's the thing. These things do different things.
Right.
So even if it's bush medicine, you should only take medicine under the advice of a doctor or a trained specialist. So how difficult is it for you to get people to not necessarily self-diagnose and come to you and say, okay, hey, I drink Cersei, but this coffee ain't going nowhere.
It's a level of rapport you have to build with the patient. Like, it's all about communication. I try not to come to talk to my patients as a informer or instructor, but more as a partner in their journey.
Right.
It's like they inform me what they want to do, and then I give them options how they can improve it. So I have patients who swear by their garlic. They're gonna take their garlic every day. They're gonna take the Cersei. They're gonna take the turmeric. And I'm like, okay, let's talk about where the benefits are in this. And we literally will go through and I'll give them information on why turmeric is actually beneficial in some scenarios.
Right.
But then why garlic might not be too beneficial if you do it too much, if you do it too frequent.
Burn a hole in your stomach.
Exactly. Cause so it's about the knowledge part that I focus on rather than say, but don't take this, I don't believe in it. I personally, like I say, there are benefits to some, but you just need to know what you're taking and if it's a risk for you. And then you build from there. But yeah, I mean, I get the Cersei. For my problem is when they say, but I can do this, and I ain't doing what you're talking about. Because then when it doesn't work, and now you hit the red level, because I talk everything in traffic light. I say, when you get in red, we in problems. When you get to red, don't come back to me and say, my doc, it ain't working. I don't know what's happening. But we spoke about what was gonna happen, right? Yeah. So it's just about them understanding where everything could go based on their decisions. That's really what it is. What I try to do anyway.
Yeah. So I mean, is that often a difficult conversation to get people to realize the state that they are in?
It can be for people who are either A, in denial of their condition, or B, reluctant to want to change their habits to accommodate it. So you'll have the person who has a sugar over 500, can't feel their feet, and they swear by this one plant that they've been taking forever, but they say, I don't want to be a drug addict. I don't want to be on drugs for the rest of my life. I don't want to be locked down to drugs. They keep mentioning the medication as drugs, as a negative connotation. So that can be a bit difficult by changing their thought process more than them just taking it. Because I have loads of people who will take it for a week, and then as soon as they feel anything, hey, that's trying to kill me. I ain't taking it no more. When it's, no, this is actually a part of the process, but we still need to work together.
Or even talking to the doctor about it. Say, hey.
They'll go to the next doctor. So they'll go to 1, 2, 3, 4 doctors for the same problem and no relief. By just sticking with one and just having that dialogue. So it's a lot of tug and pull, but once you can establish that level of communication with your patient, then options are out there, out there. But yeah, it's the room of wellness is growing now, in terms of doctors. Traditional doctors are more thinking out of the box, and I'm glad that I can be a part of that journey, especially in the Bahamas, because like I said, we're dealing with huge problem with obesity right now. That's directly linked to all of the non-communicable diseases like pressure, diabetes, high cholesterol. List goes on, right? Hospital stays at all-time high, bro.
You haven't even touched on the fact that colorectal cancer, I think it's the 4th leading cancer in the Bahamas. It's up there.
I would put it at top 2.
It might be higher than 4.
I mean, for men, it's number 1.
Okay.
For if we talking about generally for both genders.
I mean, yeah, because I think breast cancer is higher.
So yeah, breast cancer, colon cancer, and then we have cervical cancer that's creeping up as well.
Right. And so when you look at that and the fact that colorectal cancer has a direct link to the daily consumption of preserved meats, like bacon, like pepperoni, things like that. And we don't necessarily see people saying, hey, let's not.
Why would you? Why would you when companies are literally feeding off of the detriment of the people?
So we got take a quick break.
Cut that part out.
We're gonna take a quick break.
Oh, sorry.
When we come back, get your final word on the topic. You're listening to Sidebar 103 The Beat Podcast, powered by ILTV. I'm Stephen Hanna. We'll be right back.
ambitious women, are you ready to take your business to the next level? This is your chance to shine. I'm Adriana Fox, co-founder of the Fox Foundation.
And I'm Adriel Fox, Legacy Advocate of the Fox Foundation.
We're thrilled to announce the second annual Women's Entrepreneurship Episode Grant Initiative, created to empower and support women like you who are making waves in the business world.
This year, we're offering $75,000 in grants to female entrepreneurs with innovative business ideas in undersaturated markets and industries that have yet to reach their full potential. Our top 3 prizes are $25,000 for first place, $20,000 for second place, and $15,000 for third place. In addition, 7 runner-ups will receive $2,000.
We encourage businesses such as those in digital markets like web innovations, AI-driven service, niche e-commerce, or emerging industries such as green technologies, health tech, cultural tourism, and personalized educational platform. Whether you're launching a startup, scaling your business, or tackling that big idea that needs a financial boost, this grant is for you. Last year, we funded 10 incredible entrepreneurs, and this year, it could be you.
Imagine what you could achieve with the funding to grow your dreams.
Apply now and join a powerful community of women entrepreneurs leading the way. Applications are open from January 31st to February 28th. Don't wait. Visit our website for more information. This is your opportunity to break into a growing market and make an impact. Apply today and let's build a future of unstoppable women entrepreneurs together.
Who are the boss for dancer?
International events and production, Alive, Bahamas Air, Everybody Wins Live, and Field of Vibes Bahamas Weekend presents
the Evolution Concert on Saturday, March 29th at Clifford Park, featuring Vibes Cartel and Friends.
Bahamas, Nassau. Where is it Saturday the 29th of March?
It's one of the biggest events to hit the shores of Nassau, Bahamas.
Get ready for Adi the Teacher, the Dancehall King, aka the World Boss, Vibes Cartel.
Real bad man, no muggle in a shot.
Log into our official airline Bahamas Air for travel specials. It gets better. We're also giving away a brand new Cybertruck.
And up to $50,000 in cash and prizes at the concert. Compliments of Everybody Wins Live.
Log into our website, feelthevibesweekend.com.
For tickets, tables, skyboxes, and more info.
Visit Ticket Flare or email intlevents242@gmail.com.
WhatsApp or call 1242-808-2369.
I remember Cartel go did it.
Welcome back to Sidebar 103 The Beat podcast, powered by ILTV. I'm Stephen Hanna, and we have with us Dr. Jacobs. This is the final segment. I want you to tell the audience what it is that you want them to take home. What's the one thing that you want them to leave here this afternoon with?
Okay, no pressure. So the one thing I would want to leave with you is that I want you to understand how important investment is in your health. Like I said, we invest in the cars, we invest in the homes, we invest in other things, but we always leave our health last, and that is becoming too great of a problem to ignore anymore. At BodyTemple Health and Wellness, we show you the tools on how to take back control of your health. And that's really all my goal is for you. Like, it's not about trying to get the perfect frame or having a 6-pack. It's about, all right, what am I doing to ensure that I'm keeping my hypertension under control? If I have diabetes or not, how do I prevent that from happening? How do I ensure that I'm not just physically fit, but also mentally fit to be able to handle what I have to do during my day-to-day? Because we're all living, we're all going through life, but we always have to make time to ensure that we're being our best self at all times, and we have to include the health part of that. So I would just like to say, if you need any assistance, I'm available. My tag name is Dr. BodyTemple on all social media platforms. You just reach out to me, and we definitely can get started on your journey together. Okay? Because as always, health is wealth. All right. But I appreciate the time here. And yeah, if any other questions or concerns, just shout out.
All right. Thank you so much.
Yeah,
for
man.
joining
Pleasure,
us.
man.
Anytime.
Yes, sir.
And thank you guys for joining us again this week. I'm Stephen Hanna. This has been Sidebar 102 to B podcast, powered by ILTV. True God still.
Hello, ambitious women. Are you ready to take your business to the next level? This is your chance to shine. I'm Adriana Fox, co-founder of the Fox Foundation.
And I'm Adriel Fox, legacy advocate of the Fox Foundation.
We're thrilled to announce the second annual Women's Entrepreneurship Episode Grant Initiative, created to empower and support women like you who are making waves in the business world.
This year, we're offering $75,000 in grants to female entrepreneurs with innovative business ideas in undersaturated markets and industries that have yet to reach their full potential. Our top 3 prizes are $25,000 for first place, $20,000 for second place, and $15,000 for third place. In addition, 7 runner-ups will receive $2,000.
We encourage businesses such as those in digital markets like web innovations, AI-driven service, niche e-commerce, or emerging industries such as green technologies, health tech, cultural tourism, and personalized educational platform. Whether you're launching a startup, scaling your business, or tackling that big idea that needs a financial boost, this grant is for you. Last year, we funded 10 incredible entrepreneurs, and this year, it could be you.
Imagine what you could achieve with the funding to grow your dreams.
Apply now and join a powerful community of women entrepreneurs leading the way. Applications are open from January 31st to February 28th. Don't wait. Visit our website for more information. This is your opportunity to break into a growing market and make an impact. Apply today and let's build a future of unstoppable women entrepreneurs together.
Who are the boss for dancer?
International events and production. Alive, Bahamas Air, Everybody Wins Live, and Field of Vibes Bahamas Weekend presents
the Evolution Concert on Saturday, March 29th at Clifford Park, featuring Vibes Cartel and Friends.
Bahamas, Nassau. Where is it Saturday the 29th of March?
It's one of the biggest events to hit the shores of Nassau, Bahamas.
Get ready for Adi the Teacher, the Dancehall King, aka the World Boss, Vibes Cartel.
Real bad man, no muggle in a shot.
Log into our official airline Bahamas Air for travel specials. It gets better. We're also giving away a brand new Cybertruck.
And up to $50,000 in cash and prizes at the concert. Compliments of Everybody Wins Live.
Log into our website, feelthevibesweekend.com.
For tickets, tables, skyboxes, and more info.
Visit Ticket Flair or email intlevents242@gmail.com.
WhatsApp or call 1242-808-2369.
I remember Cartel, I got it.